Hello guys, myself Mrs. Sujita Pradeep Koth, lecturer from Sri Jain Vidya Prasarak Mandal, Rasiklal M. Dhariwal College of Pharmacy. In the first part of mineral metabolism video, we have seen about the principal elements. Now in this particular video, we are going to study about trace elements. In that, the first one is iron. The physiological function of iron is to formation of RBCs, transportation of oxygen, cellular respiration, essential component of a hemoglobin. It's a used for the formation of myoglobin. It involved in a DNA synthesis and it acts as an electron carrier. Sources for ions are egg yolk, carrot, banana, apple, tomatoes, potatoes, milk, etc. The absorption, distribution and excretion pattern for iron is as follows. It is absorbed through upper intestinal tract. 25% stored in the liver, spleen, bone, and it is distributed as hemoglobin, myoglobin and ferritin. Iron is excreted in feces, urine, sweat, etc. Daily requirement for the iron for 18 years and above it is 10 to 15 mg. For lactating and pregnant women it is 20 mg. For infants it is 6 to 15 mg and for children it is 10 to 15 mg. Deficiency manifestation of iron is it is decreased formation of hemoglobin, decrease in circulating hemoglobin, abnormalities in the serum iron concentration. The disorder of iron leads to siderosis, that means this is the condition in which excessive amount of iron is released in or introduced into the body beyond the capacity for its utilization and deposited in the various tissues, mainly in the liver. Hypochromic nutrition or iron deficiency anemia. This type of anemia is prevalent among children, adolescent girls and nursing mother. The hemoglobin content of blood is 5 to 9 gram per 100 ml. Symptoms include breathlessness, giddiness, pallor of skin, edema of ankles, poor appetite, etc. Next trace element is zinc. Physiological functions are it plays an integral part in enzyme action. It plays an important role in vitamin A metabolism. Zinc therapy has been found to be useful in atherosclerosis. It has been found to play a vital role in healing of wounds. It is required in the commercial preparation of insulin hormone. Sources of zinc are liver, legumes, milk, maize, meat, yeast, and egg. In absorption, distribution, and excretion pattern for the zinc are human adult body contains about 1 to 2 gram of zinc. Fifth part of it is present in skin, bones, teeth, spermatozoa, prostate, etc. and contain large amount. Readily absorbed from the intestine, pancreatic juice is rich in zinc. Zinc is excreted mainly from feces. Daily requirement in case of adult it is 15 mg. For lactating and pregnant women it is 20 to 25 mg. For infant and children it is 3 to 10 mg. Deficiency manifestation delayed wound healing, poor growth and hypogonadism in man. Next trace element is iodine. Physiological function it is an essential trace element required for biosynthesis of thyroxine hormone in thyroid gland. Sources are iodinated table salt. Food iodine is first converted to iodine and then absorbed from the intestine. Iodides can also be absorbed from lung. About one third of total iodine is in thyroid gland and remaining is distributed in ovary, muscles, blood and all tissue. It is mainly excreted through kidney and also in small amount from bile, saliva, skin and lung. Deficiency manifestation of iodine is it leads to goiter, that is hypothyroidism. Next trace element is copper. Its physiological functions are it is required in small amount for the synthesis of hemoglobin, required for the synthesis of phospholipids, melanin, collagen. It plays a vital role in formation of bones. It maintains the integrity of myelin sheath in the nerve fibers. Sources for copper are liver, nuts, dry legumes, fish, etc. Dietary copper is absorbed by active transport mechanism up to 5 to 10% and is mainly absorbed at upper intestinal tract and transported by serum albumin to various tissue stores. Copper is widely distributed in all tissues, excreted mainly in bile by the liver. Daily requirement for the copper is in adult it is 2.5 mg, for children it is 0.5 to 2.5 mg. Deficiency manifestation. In hereditary disorder of copper metabolism, it causes the Wilson's disease and is characterized by absorption of copper from intestine gets increased, low level of plasma copper, low biliary level and high urinary level of copper, a visible brown ring at the margin of cornea, that is Kayser-Fisher's ring. Menkes disease, it is characterized by skeletal malformation, mental retardation, defective thermoregulation and hypochromic microcytic anemia takes place in milk-fed infants due to deficiency of copper. Deficiency of copper may also causes atrophy in myocardium. Next trace element is manganese. Physiological functions are it is required as a cofactor for number of enzymatic reaction, required for the biosynthesis of long chain fatty acids and cholesterol and fatty acids. Sources for manganese are cereals, vegetables, nuts, tea, fruits, whole grains, etc. Daily requirements in adult it is 2.5 to 5 mg per day. For infants and children it is 0.5 to 3 mg per day. Deficiency manifestation of manganese leads to growth retardation, reproduction, paralysis, that is bone malformation. Next trace element is cobalt. Physiological function it acts as a cofactor for several enzymes, forms a component of vitamin B12, helps in erythropoiesis. Sources it is found in daily edible routine items. Daily requirements it is required in the form of vitamin B12 as little as 1 to 3 microgram per day. Absorption cobalt is readily absorbed from the gut and present in blood, that is 8 microgram per 100 ml and excreted via bile. Deficiency manifestation large amount of cobalt result in polycythemia, that is increase in number of RBCs in blood. And the last trace element is selenium. Physiological function it has tocopherol sparing action, involved in mitochondrial ATP synthesis. It has been reported to be cancer protecting agent. Sources are daily edible routine foodstuffs. Adults daily requirement in adult it is 0.2 mg. For children it is 0.0 to 0.1 mg. Deficiency of selenium in human being is not yet well established. Thank you so much guys for listening this video. With this we have finished with mineral metabolism. In the next video we are going to study about water metabolism. Thank you so much.